joining us right now. Kendrick, this guy is one of my one of everybody's favorite Mavericks right here. I like to think of him as a good friend of mine. As you know, back one lonely night in December, gave the Utah Jazz 47 points one night. It's an honor to have this man on the show.
I was at that game.
Oh, you were at that game?
I was at that. So the thing is, I was at that game. My dad took me out of school. My dad took me out of school early, and we had a father-daughter thing, and we were there. And I actually met several Mavs players that game. So yeah, I specifically remember this game.
Well, now you can thank the man who got you out of school, because joining us live right now is the man himself, Josh Howard.
Right.
How my people doing?
How you
What's
doing,
up,
man?
J-Ho?
What's going on?
up,
How
man?
y'all doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
We
got
heard
you.
loud and clear.
Okay, cool.
How's everything going, man?
Man, can't complain in here watching Phoenix and Minnesota right now, waiting for the Mavs to play.
Oh, so we are.
Yeah.
So we are. We heard
Yeah.
the news that Kawhi is playing tonight.
I kind of figured.
Were you like Kenny? Did you see his outfit and be like, yeah, that guy's definitely playing tonight?
I was watching that. Yeah, I agreed with him. that was for sure, because he doesn't like attention. But I know when that playoff basketball get going, those extra energies get going, and those guys want to get out there and play.
I'm gonna start this interview off. I was just talking about something before you came on here. I was very I went back and watched the game from the other night, and I was just telling Kendrick that I was very disgusted with what I saw with Daniel Gafford. I mean, let's just be honest. My guy was punked. He's supposed to be the client player president of Lobb County. I didn't see Lobb County last game. He got bowled in the chest, throwed on the ground, got up, held his ankle, and walked off the court. I mean, that's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. And I need more from him tonight. What do you say?
I agree. We need more from him. We need more from a lot of those guys, and I know playoffs just starting, but this is the second game. Hopefully those guys will respond, and we need to steal the game out there.
J-Ho,
yeah.
You've been on a lot of playoff games, and not few where you've been dominated like that. It's been a few games you probably recall. What is when you have a bad playoff game, or your team has a bad playoff game, what is your mindset the next game?
I think definitely first thing I would think about is not panicking. Like, the series is over with. You got to be realistic, and understand, like, that we're on the road. Of course, in our situation, we're on the road, so they're going to give us their best punch. So you got to be prepared for that. And then you got to also be able to, change your mind as far as making adjustments, because the adjustments are going to come fast just as quick as the game does. So you got to be mentally prepared for that. So, in general, I mean, I wouldn't panic, especially when I look back at my history when I played, say, for instance, we was down 0-2 to Houston in that series and ended up winning in 7. You just got to believe in your team, believe in yourself, and, just come together even more as a unit, to win these playoff games.
Right.
So, J-Ho, I got a question too. So I don't know, I'm a youngin', but I can't think back as far as I want to think back right now. But if you guys got the scouting report, you guys got the news that Kawhi is coming back, does your game plan change knowing that he hasn't had contact, or are you telling everybody to strictly just straight attack him?
It really depends on, the game plan. I think with him coming back, of course, I would try to run him a little bit more, because, like you said, he hasn't played as much. So that would kind of be like the number one thing on my list. But after that, just try to put him in a lot of different situations where he does have to play defense, as far as him coming back from an injury. But we also know that Kawhi Leonard is a Hall of Famer. He's an all-star. And when he gets out there and gets his mind set, it can be a tough one. So, hopefully we get out there and definitely play different, like from last game. And, hopefully Kawhi won't, affect the game as much.
Yeah, when his knee isn't swollen, he's actually a good player. Or when he actually plays, who knows when that happens.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this, Walt? Why are you doing this, Walt?
I'm just saying, I mean, who knows when the guy's going to play? I mean, my God, with this guy. Jay, We
All right,
talking to
now
Josh
Kawhi
Howard.
comes in and drops 40 on you. I'm coming right back to you, Walt. Comes in and
Yeah,
drops
Exactly.
40 tonight.
It ain't
Yeah,
like he
whatever.
ain't done that
When's
against the Mavs
the
in
last time he
the
dropped
past
40?
couple.
Yeah. When's the last time he dropped? You think he gonna do it tonight?
Hey,
We
if the Mavs allow him to drop 40, you might as well just kiss this playoff. Just kiss it goodbye. You
No,
get
you
your
can't give up.
no at
absolutely.
this point, because there's no way as a coach right now, I'm thinking this is my coach's mindset. If you let somebody who barely has a knee come in and drop 40 on you, who hasn't played in 4 weeks, then we got a problem.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Eh,
not. All they would do is like Darvin Ham said, they defended home court, and now we go
yeah.
back to Dallas and we
Whoa,
wrap
whoa,
up
whoa,
too.
whoa,
Darvin
whoa,
Ham
whoa,
got
whoa,
he got
whoa,
worse
whoa,
problems.
hold on. Yeah, Shams, hold on. Whoa. We
What?
fine.
What?
You last Sunday sit up and say if the Mavs don't win this game, the series is over with. So
Who
I'm
said
asking,
that? Who said
Bump
that?
Chisholm. I mean, you
Yeah,
talk
Oh,
called you
panicking.
out.
okay,
Yeah,
because
J.O.,
I
called you
did
out.
it.
Well,
J.O., this dude with pace and man, it's just over. So
yeah.
I'm gonna ask the question to J.O. If in the case that the Mavs lose this game,
Yeah.
and it
Won't
goes to the
happen.
best, you got to win 4 out of 5.
Uh-huh.
Is this? I know it goes to being concerned, but it's still not time to panic. Knowing you was on the both ends of this, good and
Yeah.
bad. You talked about with Houston, but you also was on the bad end with Miami.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
is it a case where hey they just defended home court, now we got to go do the same?
It definitely can be in that mindset. Yeah. Like again, it depends on the player. Like I say, for me personally, I will be playing, lights out, trying to, win every game. So I don't want no
Right.
team to have an advantage on me. So like you say, I think this game is a desperation win um, for the Mavs because again, you don't want to go down 2-0 ultimately. Like, I think that's the biggest handicap is being down 0-2. Like I said, unfortunately, I've experienced both ends of it, but you know they're scoring more points nowadays in the NBA compared to when I played, and it was more defense. So you don't want to give nobody that opportunity to outscore you, especially now.
I
Come on,
mean,
man. You
I
got
just
another
feel like
47. You got a 47 night on you. 47
I
night left
feel
in you,
like
man.
if we can just get J Ho, you bring back my brother Keith, we
I
just
talked to
sub
him
out Tim
today.
Hardaway. I talked to Keith last night. I told him, I said, look who we got on the show. And he was like, we
Yeah.
got to get him on there. So, yeah, we could you guys can come take Tim Hardaway's spot. I am
Whoa.
I know at y'all's age, y'all can take his spot right now. I just know.
Nah, Timmy, we gotta keep Timmy motivated, man. He is that third scorer that we need. But I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah,
I
well,
feel you.
Hey,
his dad is motivated every game after the Mavs play. He
Hey, no,
apparently said the both UConn coaches, because I coach.
I
hey,
have no
hey,
comment.
Well,
hey, J Ho, have
hell,
you
he
ever been in a
said it.
situation where you got
It's on national TV. He said
He said it. He said
Yeah,
it.
He did
yeah.
say it. He said it. It's recorded. Hey, J Ho, have you ever been in a situation where a teammate's parents got involved in the NBA? You ever been in a situation like that on any team?
Not parents involved. I won't say not in the well, yeah, it was a situation when I
Oh,
left here and played in DC. Dad, y'all made me go down the memory bank on that one. I'm not gonna say any names, but it was a
I'm about to
parent
go
on
look
it.
that roster up. I'm about to
I'm
I
not.
go.
already know it was Kirk. It was Kirk Howard.
No.
I already know it was Kirk Howard.
Yeah. But on the coaching scale too, because I coach college boys, I've
right.
had a lot more parents reach out, instead of letting their young men grow up to be men. Like it's a lot of situations where these men have to grow up, really take accountability for their actions. So for me, it's just like really showing these guys, what it is to have an old school coach that's gonna, hold you accountable and make you think and work, for your playing time. Like I'm not just gonna not hand it to you. So yeah, man, that mindset is crazy. It's a different one out there.
We're
So
talking with
as
former Dallas Mav Josh Howard right here, right now. Sham, go ahead, take it away.
I was gonna ask, like, how would the players feel? You hear somebody, your teammate's dad, on national television, basically saying your coach sucked, Luka sucked, nobody gets Tim Hardaway involved. How do you keep that locker room intact? Because I know I know everybody's probably side eyeing Tim. I know.
Yeah,
I know they've heard it, and I know they're thinking like, okay, bro, you gonna shut your dad up? Like, how
yeah.
do you
That's
stay focused with that?
ultimately, I think, and I'm putting myself in Tim's shoes. I would really probably have an open conversation with the team, just me and them, and let them know that's not my thought process. And I understand. They got to understand that my dad
Probably
was
is
a former
his.
player. Huh?
I said it probably is his. You know, he think he can shoot
Yeah,
lights.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the best bet for him is to really reach out to the team on a personal level, and just have a conversation about that, and come together, because I do understand about distractions too, and that can bring a team down if everybody's not on one accord. So I think definitely that's something he need to do, man, because I heard the comments too, and I just shook my head and was like, hey, I hope they can handle that, because
Especially in the playoffs.
yeah,
In the playoffs, like you don't. He did it in the regular season about 50 million times too, but you
yeah,
don't do that on national TV in the playoffs when you just down 0-1. Like, and this team has been down 2-0 to the same people. Your son got his contract because of what he did in the playoffs. Like, now he's on the verge of being benched.
yeah, and like I said again, that's Timmy and his dad. Like I say, so he got to keep a lot of stuff separated when you get to this type of basketball. As far as being a
we know he ain't gonna
professional.
get good. We know he ain't gonna have courtside tickets on Friday.
Yeah, man. That's just it throws the whole dynamic off, man. At the end of the day, and it takes a real live professional to ignore it and move past it. Which again, it's early, and I know y'all said he said it a lot. I've heard him say a lot of stuff, but if the guys can be professional, win one game at a time, man, it could be a possibility, man. So I'm a Mavs fan. I
Right.
played here. I left blood, sweat, and tears here. So for me, it's just like at the end of the day, if everybody can come together and just really put that beside them and play for each other, I mean, winning 16 games is hard, but it's
Right.
possible. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
possible. So,
Hey, coach.
but I'm definitely gonna be
I like to
listening
call
out
you
for his
coach.
sound bites more
I
often.
like to call you Coach Josh Howard. Coach, can you?
Yeah.
I know you said Avery Johnson was your guy. He's the one that helped get you to the next level. What are your thoughts on Coach Kidd?
I think Coach G is a great coach. He was my point guard for a year and a half, so I got to see him and his dynamic. His basketball mind to me is one of the sharpest, because he has to see the court, put guys in position, and also be confident enough to pass the ball the way he did. So for me, coaching wise, I love his coaching style. He's laid back. Being a teammate of his, I know he's a comedian, which is cool, because I know he could probably say some funny stuff that he couldn't say in public. But I know he's always a thinking man, and he cares about winning. And I think those attributes definitely will rub off on the team. I mean, hell, it shows. The guys have played, great basketball going into the playoffs. So, I just think he's going to do a great job motivating them, and just keeping them, focused. I hope,
I saw that
you know.
facial expression, Shan. Uh,
Who doesn't
real,
like Coach
real quick.
Kidd, man? Come
I
on.
think I speak.
No,
I'm the biggest kid hater. I think I'm the biggest kid hater on the show, and
Yeah.
I've been trying to
No,
give Jason
no,
Kidd
you
his.
are. You
you
are.
should be ashamed of
Okay,
yourself
You
too.
don't, you don't
okay.
think you are.
No, don't do this. It was
I ain't gonna
deserved
go
at
back
certain
and tell
times.
them nothing. This is all confidential.
I,
Don't worry.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
worry. We know they watch the show.
No,
We've had it confirmed they
we
watch the
ain't,
show.
it ain't something we ain't never told her before. Don't she
Yeah,
want to think. She
No,
don't worry.
I don't have to sugarcoat it because I have given Jason Kidd his props when we went down. They got mad. I'm not going to say they. It was a few of these people on the show that got mad because when the Mavs went through their stretch of like losing, it was a lot.
I
I
remember.
said Jason Kidd kept his hands in his pockets and didn't do anything. But now, when they went up, hit the stretch and they did good towards the end of the season, I started to give Jason Kidd his props, and they won't accept that I gave him his props because they think
Yeah.
it's all fake and phony. And now that I've gotten into coaching, I see how difficult it is. But at the
Oh,
same
here we
time,
go.
me and
oh
Jason
really?
Kidd
What
can
what
we
what
can
what'd you say before the show started? You want to tell us now?
what? What did I
He
say?
got a great memory.
Oh,
What
I
you?
said that my team, my girls would not score just 8 points in a quarter. But hey,
Hey, but wait, as a coach, I will say there has been times where I've put my hands in my pocket and let them boys think they know how to play. and I didn't
I've
care
done that
what.
too.
Yeah, oh, come on now, Coach. I know
I've done it
it.
too. I've done it too, and I've had to sit back and bite my tongue because no matter what I
Mm-hmm.
say, they're going to do what they want to do. And
Yes,
so
ma'am.
and even when I even put this in the group chat, I said when they wasn't making their shots, I was like, well, Jason Kidd's not the one out there missing wide open shots and just chunking up threes. I mean, he's
Yep.
not the one doing it. But there were times I think the only thing I criticized Jason Kidd, where I said Jason Kidd, I said he was effing awful, was when he did not challenge the 3-point shot where James Harden kicked out his leg. That was the
Mm.
only time. And other than that, I couldn't put that game on Jason Kidd. I just couldn't. It
Yeah,
wasn't
you
his
can't put the
fault.
game on. You can't put the game
Yeah.
on Jason Kidd when your scoring champion player gives you 0 points in the second
Oh
quarter.
God, I knew you were going there.
Yeah,
was
the
I knew you
second
were
quarter
going
was
there.
bad. Second
It
quarter was
was
bad.
good.
That did it. That did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Well, J.O., I want to introduce. This is Josh Howard, former Dallas Maverick great all-star. Should have
Yes,
been
sir.
NBA champion, but we won't talk about that. But
We
It's
won't
all
talk
good.
about that.
we won't talk about that. Josh Howard, I want to ask you a question, man.
Okay.
The league always changes every 10 years. You got the changing of the guard, they always say.
Yeah.
In today's NBA, you got Luka, you got Ant-Man is putting on the show, you got Shea, you got Jalen Brunson, all these young guys, Devin Booker.
Mhm.
Who would you say that, man, yeah, that guy is the face of the NBA, or will it be just one big face like it was LeBron? Or will it be multiple?
I think it'll be multiple, and they're gonna allow whoever decides to be that main guy to be it. But my guy I would have to go for right now is Anthony Edwards.
guy who's
Just to,
tearing up the Phoenix Suns right now. My God.
yeah, and just his sure you can see the enthusiasm he has for the game, and you can tell he just has fun, and the guys enjoy him. They feed off his energy. I mean, you can just see the talent level, coming out of him as far as him just being a constant professional and, willing his team to win, man. So he's definitely one of my faves to watch coming up.
Okay.
I can't really think of nobody else that I kind of be ready to watch play outside of him as far as that goes. But it is some great talent out there.
Right.
I like De'Aaron Fox in Sacramento
De'Aaron
too.
Fox, yeah.
He's definitely one of those ones. It's tough.
Tyrese Halliburton, he's doing his thing in Indiana. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's some guys out there. I even like the young fella. I'm bad at pronouncing these names, but the young fella in Orlando that we're number 5. That went to
Palio?
Duke. Yeah, I like him.
Pablo, yeah. He's
Yeah.
doing his thing. He's doing
What
his
about
thing.
Franz Wagner, the one Luka doesn't like? What about the Wagner brothers?
Like, he just don't like one.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't even know who that is.
But it's
That's
Mo.
a whole
He's
name.
talking about Mo Wagner, not Friends. Friends is the
Oh,
choir.
okay, yeah, Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner. That's
Wagner.
what Luka doesn't like.
Yeah. Mo Wagner's not liked by a whole bunch of people around the NBA. So it ain't just Luke. It's a whole bunch of people hate him.
Mo was out there balling the other night. He put a move on somebody. I was like, he didn't have that in his game in Michigan. Where'd that come from?
J-Ho.
Yeah.
I know. We talking about guys you didn't like. Who was a particular guy you didn't like in the NBA? You just, I want to go far to say hate, but you just, I don't like you, dude.
It ain't no hate, and it ain't no discredit to his basketball game, because I actually bought one of his jerseys before I made it to the NBA.
Right.
But once we started playing against each other, I could tell like he wasn't my cup of tea, and we wouldn't mesh. But it was Paul Pierce.
Oh, I was about to say Michael Jordan. Dang.
Yeah, I worked for him wearing Jordan, so I was deep about that.
Thank
So
you.
that Jordan deal was special. Paul Pierce, because he would always initiate the shit talking first. For me, I'm like, dog, I don't say too much, but you're gonna get me going. I go with you. So, it's pretty much every game we would play. Just about, we would go back and forth. But, again,
I wouldn't think that. I would think it would be somebody on Sacramento, because you had such great rivals as them, or San Antonio, even though those guys don't really talk that much. But Houston, I wouldn't think it was all in the East with Paul Pierce.
Yeah. The guys in the West, like those names you called out, like the Denvers, the San Antonios. For me in that era, we came. We was trying to get from up under that name of the Little Brothers to San Antonio in Texas.
Right.
So every time we played them, of course, we knew it was going to be a hell of a slug fight, and they made us better, like we made them better. So it's kind of like a tale of the two tapes where we kind of gonna be always in history as tied to get together. But to get over that hump was a big accomplishment, I would say, for the organization. And then, like you say, the Houston's, those were dog fights, but it felt like, because we're in Texas, nobody, really took it as serious as the outside looking in. But yeah, Paul Pierce that's the only one that really stuck out because he wouldn't be the only one that would talk shit to me. And I used to always be like, yo, like, did I do something to you
Paul Pierce can
outside
catch these hands
basketball or
too.
something? Yeah, what
Paul
you say?
Pierce can catch these. I
Yeah,
said Paul
see, I
Pierce can
love it.
catch
I
hands.
love
Come on,
Like,
that's what left him outside that club early on.
Hey,
I'm leaving you alone.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, we'll talk
But
about
we all know it happened. I mean, we all know it happened.
I think I still want to fight Paul Pierce for that time where he had to go to the quote unquote go to the bathroom, fake the injury or whatever. So
and come right back and playing like he ain't
Come
missed
right-
a beat.
Pops wants to know, can you ask Josh, did Tim Duncan cry as much as it's seen on TV?
Hey, so first off, I got to take up for him because he went to Wake Forest. So you can't do him, boy, like that.
Wake Forest, guys.
But in his defense, Timmy would get fouled. But, Timmy's a Hall of Famer, man. When you get to that stature, bro, you can pretty much say anything to a referee, and they're going to be like, all right, we'll watch for it. That's their go-to right there. So, Timmy's a good guy, but he would give it out a little bit.
J.O.,
J.O.,
what happened? I know you was there. Why did Joe Crawford throw him out the game? I'm still trying to figure it out.
Because he really laughed at him, and I think they had some kind of like the Chris Paul. What's the other referee he be going? They had
Scott Foster. Scott Foster.
They had some type of back and forth that only they know. But I've actually seen it as far as playing those games where Joey was there, and Joey was a great referee too. So it had to be something personal, man. I just never knew. But in that particular game, Tim wasn't even paying him no attention, but he was laughing, and Joey was like, "The hell with that." Go on ahead, get back. Go ahead, get
and I think Pops tell me now. Growing up or whatever, Luka is probably the only one that cries as much as Tim. And my mama always told, she said that's why she wasn't a huge Tim Duncan fan, was because he cried so much. And I was like, well, I mean, if you're getting hit, you're getting hit. And that's what I try to tell everybody about Luka now. You can see Luka getting hit. He just cries. Maverick start playing 4-on-5 because his fat behind don't know how to get back down the court.
Oh, I get him crying the fat.
Excuse me, man. He's lost weight.
I'll have you know. I've called him fat all season.
Man, he's lost weight and gotten in shape. I'll have you know, thanks to Kyrie.
Oh, so you're back on the Luka bandwagon now? You're back on the Luka train?
No,
Kyrie came in the locker room and said, we can't run if everybody's not healthy. I knew who he was talking about when he said it. Everybody else knew he was talking about.
We all knew what he was talking about.
Indirect.
Yeah. He's just saying we can't run. We can't run fast if everybody not. Now, going back to Kendra's question, he asked you, who did you dislike or whatever? Well, clearly you dislike somebody on this night right here because you gave him 47. So it was somebody said something to you in this Utah Jazz game right here, where you decided to go off on this night.
Well, in this particular night, I have been working hard trying to get better. I could tell the team was dependent on me. I think I might have had a conversation or two with my agent about, my play, and just trying to, figure my way out as a up-and-coming star in this league, and, Avery and those guys trusted me so much to get out there in that first quarter, and I think y'all remember that, and just, kind of score like 11 or 12 points just to get the team going. And, in this particular night, the basket was as big as the ocean, and I knew I could throw it in there from anywhere. So,
hear that kid? That basket was big as the ocean.
It was as big as the ocean of the nice, man.
The only thing I do remember about this game that I wish they would have did was let me finish the game out because it was a close game, but they set me down with almost like 5 minutes to go.
I didn't get 50, man.
Yeah, I could have got 50. They set me down, man.
Who sat you that game? Huh? I won't say no name on that one.
That was Avery Johnson, not Rick Carlisle. I thought.
Not Rick.
Why do you think I hate all Mavericks coaches? I actually love Avery Johnson. I loved every coach. I loved every coach.
Yeah, there you spill the beans on that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. But see, like growing up, like I tell you, my dad used to take me out of school to go to Mavs game. I was the biggest. My friends could not understand you and Marquise. Like my friends swore I stalked Marquise, which did not happen.
Yeah.
We finally met when he was on Milwaukee. He invited me to a game when we were living in Houston, and now we look back, and I'm just like, I think I had you and Marquise jersey in every color. I made my parents buy it in every single color.
That's what's up.
And that was my huge fandom come from the Mavs. Like before y'all, I was like, okay, whatever, it's just basketball. But when you guys both are on the team and both on the court at the same, I was like, okay, this is what it's
Don't
fun.
do it like that, Josh Howard.
Man.
Take that ball off the baseline like
appreciate
that.
you saying that, man. Yeah, that was my move. But what she just said, makes me realize about like how we approach the game, and another reason why I say when I got here it felt like home, and I played for the city because of the support, like what you just gave me, man, and it was like just giving back, to the city because I already knew coming here, and I was a Dallas Cowboy fan, growing up, but I knew this was a football city. So
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, what are you doing right
You
now?
don't do that.
What are you doing right now?
Even Pops put it in the comment section what I grew up on. Like Pops even acknowledged what I grew up on, and I knew I loved Josh Howard for a reason because Cowboys, but I've currently divorced the Cowboys until Thursday.
I'm so sorry, Jared.
Me too.
Jared lied to you
my,
too.
my
He lied
papers,
to you
my
too,
papers is
3 months
already
ago.
in file.
No,
The mother
J-Ho,
No, you didn't file the papers. What team we gonna move to, J-Ho? What team we moving to?
You ain't gonna like what I'm finna say with the team because it's my hometown, but the Carolina Panthers, we ain't doing no damn better. So I mean,
that's actually fair because you're from there, so I can
Carolina, yes sir. So I gotta take my punches right now. So if you rocking with me, gotta rock with me because I ain't going nowhere else.
Coach, real quick before we let you get
I
out
like
of here,
Bryce Young. I like Bryce.
You talked about your. We talked about Coach Kidd. You said he was a comedian. Did you know he was a rapper?
Who? Coach Kidd?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh dear God!
You didn't.
God! Don't do that. No, God.
Apparently, Coach Kidd didn't know he was a rapper too. If you hear these lyrics,
I ain't heard this one.
Oh, you haven't heard this trick, huh? Well, actually, before the season started, I met with Coach Kidd and he gave me permission. This is actually our theme song for the post game show.
Yeah, if you see him, you just shake your head after you hear this.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna see him somewhere.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this. Let me get this right for you.
My God, man.
Yeah, open your ears up right here. It's Coach Kidd. I believe it's 94.
I see the reason why. I see the
He came from a newcomer, so they say. I'm a new kid on the block, but they jump still. I got skills.
This is in college. I was 14 and I was listening to West Coast rap, and I knew who the hell J Kid was at 14.
I ain't new to this. I give assists like a high school tutor. But who the hell said being a kid was easy?
This must be the song, but no music. Because I don't hear nothing.
Oh, you don't hear nothing? You don't hear nothing, Paul?
I guess they all is because they hear a brother falling.
You don't hear it? Oh,
Nope.
maybe we did you a favor.
Okay.
Yeah, we did him a favor.
Yeah, man.
How about this? I'm supposed to go to the game on Sunday. My birthday is actually Sunday, so I'm going in the back and I'm gonna see him, and I'm gonna see if he gonna have a copy of somewhere for me.
Just ask him what the kid did. Just tell him what the kid did.
Okay.
Yeah, the name of the track is What the Kid Did.
What the kid did. Or Walt, you can shoot me a text if you got it, and I can just
I can definitely
do
that.
Yeah, do that.
Well,
Do that.
Well, I will say this. I'll say this: the Mavs need to win. The Mavs need to win tonight because I'll be in the building on Friday, and we never win when I'm in the building. I take that back. I take that back. They won that game, and they won Kyrie the left hand floater. So I may have broken the curse. But I will be in the building on Friday, so it's a must win. Because if they lose on Friday night, then everybody's going to start blaming me that I'm the problem. Last playoff series, we didn't win a game that I was in attendance to. So, yeah.
Coach, before we let you go, who you got tonight? Mavs Clippers?
going with the Mavs. I don't care about no Kawhi coming back. Like I'm acting like I'm getting dressed. I'm ready to go. Shit. Let's get this win, damn it. Cause
I told you
I'm
whose
like
spot
you.
you can take.
I already know these knees, man. Trust me. I done thought about it.
Hey, you can take Dwight. Dwight Powell can give you his knees because he don't use them. He just use them to injure everybody. But
Listen, you go hard. I can't even. Yeah. Come on, Dwight. Keep fouling. Fuck it. Shit.
Real quick, tell us what you got going on these days. What are you still coaching and everything?
Yes, I'm still at the University of North Texas at Dallas. We finishing up the semester as far as school goes, so I'll be going to graduations here soon, and then I'm gonna get into a little my AD job. They made me the new assistant AD, so I got to raise some money for.
congratulations.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So first thing I got to do is raise some money for scholarships because we do not have full scholarships. So for what I'm doing over there is setting my philosophy, setting the standard for what I expect at that university because I'm a first time coach. So for me, it's just an excellent opportunity to lay the groundwork for somebody to take it and run with it because my ultimate goal is to make it a D1 school, and right now we're NAIA. So that's some of the things I'm doing right now, and I'm also doing my foundation work with my feeding program and all that good stuff. So just staying focused. And I got a 15-year-old son that's making his way through this basketball life. He plays with Pro Skills, EYBL 16 and under team, and just to watch him develop into a player has been awesome. And he's actually better than what I was at 15. So I'm excited to see the growth in him. So that's
I
pretty
hope
much
to
all
see
I
you
got
at
going.
some. Hope to see you at some tournaments. So I coach Texas Elite. We're under Adidas, so we play in all these EYBL tournaments too. We just finished up Heart of Texas that was out here this past weekend. So
was
my
you at the
girls.
airport? I mean, not the airport. Was you at the
So
football field?
I actually missed this weekend. My grandfather celebrated his 80th birthday party. 80th birthday. So I went out to Louisiana and celebrated that with him. But we went 2-2. I coach 15U, but my girls are from I coach 5th through 8th graders, but we play 15U and 16U. We play up. Got some ballers on that team. So it's fun. First full year doing it. It's a lot, but my family complains because they don't see me. But I think coaching has always been my passion. So getting my feet wet this year in it and traveling and everything has been fun. And I've met some of the greats play, so that played the game themselves, and it's been fun.
Definitely excited for you then, because that experience as a coach, man, is none better when you're doing it genuinely. So I'm excited for you.
I haven't had to cuss out a parent yet, so I think that's a good thing.
Hey, I was gonna tell you, don't even pay no attention. They coming. Them ones coming. I don't care what you say. And look, it's me. I'm Josh Howard. They don't care. They like, they don't know nothing about no basketball. I'll be like, all right, man. Like,
now
you
they
got
tell
it.
you that like it's. I got it from the officiating side because I officiate with my dad. I officiate basketball too, and then I went to coaching. So now I've graduated from being cursed out as an official to now wanting to curse out the officials myself.
Oh yeah,
I done got teed up. Yeah, I done got teed up and everything. So it's fun.
Her favorite person ref is Tony Romo. They're great friends.
Oh yeah. Tony Romo, he went off on me one game because his son did something wrong, but it was all fun and games. So.
You should have asked him what he did wrong on that.
No, come on,
Hey, Josh,
I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm quick to come back. I'll come back quick.
Come on, man.
But the funniest thing is, so the situation what happened was me and my dad.
It was one snap he fumbled. Just one.
Don't do that. We were officiating the game, and his son shot at the wrong goal. So Tony yells at me and said, "But his son's really good. He was on the bench for a long time, and I guess he forgot." So Tony yells at me and says, "Why didn't you correct him?" And I was like, "We all make mistakes. You should know a lot about that."
Wow! Really? You came at Tony like that?
He said, "Well, that's probably why the city of Dallas hates me so much." And I said, "Well, there you go." So I mean, Hey, as quick as you fire him off, I fire him off too.
I'm
So
with you.
Well,
Yeah.
I actually approached Tony Romo about this at the Super Bowl this year. I got to do an
Yeah.
interview with him. I asked him about his conduct at the game. He just snickered and laughed like,
Yo, he knew he did
like,
it.
yeah, he was like, "Well, my son doesn't like what I'm doing out there." I was like, "Oh yeah, well, that's true."
yo, no, his son hates when his dad is at the game because Tony does not shut up. Y'all think he talks a lot in football? He does not shut up on the sideline for his son's basketball game.
Dang,
Well,
Tony.
Coach, thank you for joining us, man. You know you're welcome back. You're welcome back anytime.
Yes, sir.
We getting him and
Appreciate
Keith
y'all.
on next. Get him and Marquise on. We got it. We get it on, and we got to do it. We got to.
Yeah, that's
Well,
my
yeah.
guy. I think he's gonna be here this weekend too for my birthday, so you might see us out and
Yeah,
about.
he told me he said he was probably gonna come into town. He, Ryan's graduating and all that, so he got to deal with all of that. And so I've been in contact a lot with him lately when started coaching and when his wife passed. So
Yeah,
that's somebody who when I was a fan, but now is like a big brother to me. So
yeah, well, that's
it's
what's
it's,
up.
it's nice.
Good,
Well,
good.
definitely, Coach, we gotta have you back on. And like I was hoping that there was gonna be a birthday party because, like I told you, Ricky Smiley
That was
himself
funny.
told me about your
Yeah,
birthday parties. Told me how things go down over
epic.
here. And
Yeah, I know we
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Can't. I know what you're saying. We just, when you see me have one, just come,
What?
just come, just come.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He told about that part. I was like, Josh Howard. He's like, bruh, you don't know
yeah.
Josh Howard, boy. He had some parties, boy.
I used to have some parties, man. I slowed down about 2011, 10.
I
But
think
from
he said
like
this was at your. I think he said this was at your house though.
nah, that was at the. I know what that was at Brookhaven Country Club, the one he talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, now I have had some house parties, but half the time I don't even be there. I'd be like upstairs in in the front room somewhere, minding my business, just like, hey, glad y'all enjoying your time. You got about 2 hours to go. You got to get
Yeah.
out of here. Goddamn.
When I
Of
come
course,
back down, I
he
bet
started
nobody been
telling
on there.
Oh, I done kicked some people out. Now that's the fun thing. Like you say, I'm known for having parties, but listen, if it get out of hand, y'all got to go. Like I'm Martin, basically. I was Martin back in the day. Get
you
them
know,
out.
not kicking him out. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
nah.
Me and you, we definitely need to get together soon. I'm pretty sure I'll run into you like I
Yes,
always
sir.
do.
Yes,
Sports
sir.
con or
Always.
something. We'll run into each other. But yeah, man, we definitely got to have you back on. And man, this was a pleasure. Like I said, I like
Yes,
to
sir.
consider you as a friend.
Yes,
I
sir.
just sometimes just text you and check on you out of the blue to see how you doing.
Yeah, man.
And
I
I'm just
appreciate
trying to get
that.
you text back.
Yeah, some of these former NBA players be prima donnas, man. I ain't like that, man. I'm more
Well, no,
genuine
it's not
than
that. I don't want you I don't like when I text you. I just be like, "Hey, what's up, man? Just check on you." I don't want you to think like I'm about to ask for something, which I never
I ain't
do.
worried about that.
I never
Trust me,
do. I just
I can tell. I've been around a lot, man. I can
yeah,
tell when motherfuckers want something, goddamn. Yeah, you
yeah. I just
good.
text you and be like, "Hey, what's up, coach? How you doing?" I'll start asking you about what you got going on, and I'll be like, "I'm just
Yeah,
checking on you, man. I'm not about to ask
yeah,
you for
no,
nothing."
no problem, no problem. I got you.
Yeah.
Just
Well, definitely,
yeah,
Josh
he got
Howard
you. Just
here
long
again
you
with us,
ask for
guys.
something. Just long no ask for something.
Yeah. Just as long as you don't ask one. Here we go, right here again, and this is the night he dropped 47. I mean, this guy gave it to the Utah Jazz. Who said something? I don't know. I don't know what. Who did what? Hey, real quick before you go, who got all of this 47? Who do we blame? Karolinko, Mohamed Okor. Who was 54? Who was number?
Karolinko and what's the guy? Oh, Matt Harpering. He was out.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kendrick.
I think after this when Carlos Boozer spray that hair on his head after he beat
Yeah,
47.
he had the line. Y'all stupid. Hey man, that man was bold for that one. But hey, I don't even know what was that like.
Hold on,
Did you want? Nah, let me not. I'm told I gotta stop. Y'all
hold
just have me
on.
back on
No,
the show.
see, no.
I'll
See,
talk more
Jack,
next
see,
time.
this is the thing. If you think this is funny, you just gotta
Yeah,
come football season. I'm way worse in football season. I'm
yeah.
10 times worse in football season.
Hold on, Josh.
This is nothing.
Kendrick say, yo, you done put 47 on the Jazz so bad. Carlos Boozer had to go spray paint his whole head.
Hey, no comment, man. I'm gonna leave it
Skin
out
them
there.
alive.
Come
Yeah,
on,
Skin
I'm
them
gonna
man.
leave it
alive
out
for
there.
Come on,
real.
man. You saw that. You know you saw that.
Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. All right, I'm signing off.
What
Hey,
the hell?
y'all crazy.
I'll see y'all soon, man. I'm gonna see y'all soon.
All right, Coach, man. You have a good night,
All right,
man.
man.
All right,
All
y'all
right.
have a good one.
All right, man.
Oh,
Much blessings,
see if
man.
we can find a Jason Kidd press conference real quick.